Hi, friends. In this time of isolation and self reflection, I'd like to share with you what I've been working on for the last 4 months. And I don't think I'll need this until a little bit later. So, for this next part, I'm going to tell a little story about why I feel like this is something that I should do. So, I took a couple of trips to Albuquerque, and in my trips, I had a couple of, I guess you could call them signs. I don't know. But the first one was hanging out with one of my friends. We went to the movie theater to watch Parasite, and I was a little thirsty, so I went down to the concession stand to get something, and I noticed that there was a mom and her two kids, and I noticed that the mom was signing to her kids, and I noticed that both of her kids were deaf. And she was trying to get their attention. Their mom was hearing, and so she was trying to wave them down, and I just remember just standing there and watching and like trying to understand the conversation. Her mom was asking her, you know, what do you want for your drink, and her daughter just kept ignoring her, and I wanted to go up and I wanted to say something, but I didn't. But this comes after me starting to learn more and more sign language. So I was like, this is crazy. It's right here in my life. The second time, I had come back from Albuquerque and I was at the Toad, and it was trivia night, and I was hanging out with my friends there, and I noticed two women having a conversation with each other in sign, and I was like, this is amazing. And I was so fascinated, and I was totally distracted, and everyone's like, what do you think the answer is? I'm like, I'm not sure. I have something to do, like I have to. I really wanted to say hey, but again, I'm not really sure how to interject myself in a conversation. I mean, it'd be just like going up and, stopping two people talking. Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help but notice you were speaking English, and I just wanted to say that I also speak English. Okay, bye. So I didn't interject in that conversation either. And then the third time, me and my dad went back to Albuquerque, and we were charging up at the supercharger there, which is an Applebee's, and we went in to eat, and there was an entire family, an entire deaf family, and they were signing. And I was like, I want to say hello, but I also don't want to be rude, so I decided to just chill out. And me and my dad talked, and I was showing him different signs that I was learning. And so I started to realize that there are these things in your life that sort of intersect with what you're doing. And sometimes you take those opportunities and sometimes you don't. And with this, excuse me, I'm learning more and more that I have to start just listening and doing the things that seem to be, coming to me in my life. So, I just, wanted to say thank you all for listening to my story. If you have any resources to help me move forward, like if you know anybody that is teaching sign or anybody that is looking for somebody to have a conversation with, I'm here, and anything would help. And don't forget that every interaction that we have sets us on a path. And sometimes we do ignore that path, but sometimes we take the hint. So let's see where this hint takes me. Thanks to everybody who's supported me through this and brought me to the moment that I'm at right now. And let's keep sharing our stories so we can learn more about each other. I love you guys. Okay, peace.